Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be our September testing video. If you haven't seen my testing videos before, it's where I do my monthly testing on all of my equipment and emergency equipment I have in place, such as fire alarm system, emergency lighting, as well as generator backup emergency power. You guys may have noticed it is indeed nighttime. I am finally doing this test at night. You guys have been asking me for a while to do it at night, so here we are doing our September test at night. And every month I get suggestions on what people want to see as far as what device for me to activate the fire alarm system with. And I had a lot of people saying heat detectors, and there's mixed answers as far as which one. But the one that stood out to me that I remember was that shed over there. So not even one in this main garage building. So that's what we'll activate the system by. Not completely dark yet, but it's getting there. It will be by the time we get going. As I said, I will be doing this month's testing in this shed here, where I will be activating the heat detector in it. We have a system sensor conventional detector here. This building here is a conventional zone, ran out to this building, and I have a heat gun here, which, as you can see, just barely reaches. Now I will shut the lights off over there because you guys may have wanted to see that in the dark. I'm not sure. Okay, it's nice and dark in here, so I guess you guys will be able to see the strobes good. It's not completely dark yet, but close enough. Alrighty, let's get it. These sometimes are a little bit of a jump scare. Try not to activate the fixed temp. And I just got my notification. My text message that the fire alarm system went off. Fire door shut as it should. Whether it was noticeable on camera or not, I'm not sure, but I changed this to low volume from high volume as it was a little too painful before doing the monthly tests. Maybe I'll switch it back to high. It is kind of quiet once you're in the little rooms, but I'm sure it's likely okay. Believe all my strobes are set to 15 candela. Maybe this one should be brighter in here. I don't know. It is kind of a big space. Not sure what I should set it to if I was to change it. If I made it any brighter, it actually would show up worse on camera because it would discharge quicker though. I know the strobes don't show up perfectly on camera. Anyways, let's set off our carbon monoxide strobe. I think I actually didn't do it last month, so we'll do it this month. Do it with the lights off again for you guys. We actually now have both points. Actually, let me shut this up first. We now have both points of the dual monitor module activated because it monitors the tower pull and that shed. I actually should change the label on it, and the CO monitor. They're actually almost flashing at the same time now. Okay, I think they wandered out of sync. They actually were in sync there for a second. Okay, let's go for a system reset. There, I got my notification that system reset. That has the fire alarm system tested. Let's test our emergency lighting now. Let's give just the emergency lighting a test without generator, because that wouldn't really be a test of the emergency lighting then. I'll flip off my emergency lighting circuits here. And I'll do our interior lights too. So this shows us how bright we are in total power failure. And this is how it would look if the generator failed to start for some reason. You can see it's a good amount of lighting. You can see just fine in here. By the way, guys, I got a new projector. It's a 4K projector now. Looks so good. I bought a screen, like 50 bucks. The screen was terrible. And I went to the store, bought a piece of drywall for $17, put some frame around it and some nice gray paint. But that's a good color for the screen. And it happens to be pretty well the same color paint I have in here anyways. And it looks so much better. It's so smooth, and the 4K projector on it looks great. So I just ran wire mold for this down around, changed my whole stereo setup. I got 2 big subwoofers behind the couch, which really kicks hard, which is good. And I got the fridge under there, made the shelf for the stereo. It looks way better. Got the speakers here, back here. It's a pretty good setup now, I like it. Anyways, I got emergency light here. So you can see this space really is lit pretty good. Check on the bathroom here. You can see this looks good. Usually these emergency lights will only come on for about 20 seconds before the generator starts, but should the generator fail for whatever reason, emergency lights are always maybe a little bit more reliable. You can check on this one in here. Oh, looks like this light's on in here. This one's not in here anymore, but it really doesn't matter. None of these storage rooms really need it that badly. They're just storage rooms. This one probably doesn't need to be in here. Like, I like keeping in here. Probably this one is the only one we really need. I doubt we need this one back in that area. But anyways, let's take a look outside. Outside lights were on the circuits we switched off too, so this gives us a realistic outside lighting, which you can see is pretty dark, but it is lit up over here from this outdoor unit. We do also have one in the generator room. But you can see that actually puts quite a bit of light out. This, I like having this one too. I'd always leave this one in case for some reason you need to manually start the generator. Okay, we can take a look at this one in this building. So this guy is working in here. All of our outside lights should be back on. Yes, they are. This guy stays on for extended period of time for any lights like high intensity discharge lamps that take a while to start back up. That's why it stays on extra long, in case that's the regular lighting in place. Alrighty, let's give the generator test now. Now we're gonna do it by doing a real power fail test. I'm gonna kill the power feeding this building from the house, and I'm gonna set up a camera in here, one outside, and I wanna set one up in that other shed out there. Not that you can really see it because of the reflection, but that's also fed off this building and a generator circuit, so it might be cool to watch the lights on that transfer. And the generator hasn't been started in nearly a month, so it might start on the second attempt or maybe even third. It probably won't start on the first attempt since I've left it so long. I was trying to start it weekly or bi-weekly, but you know how things go. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna go inside and kill the breaker and simulate a real deal power outage. I got a camera set up here, one outside and one in the other shed. Alright, let's do it. Okay, there you have it. I actually had an issue where the generator didn't start the first time, which it didn't seem to be a problem with the controller. For some reason, the generator shut down on the first attempt. I'm not sure what the deal was. I've never had that before. But we are now fully running on generator power. So the building now is being ran completely on generator power. You can see no problems in here. I actually changed the configuration of the transfer switch, so it now will transfer back to utility power immediately, regardless of if generator is still running. And then the generator has a 30-second cooldown time for it to just run without any load on it, which maybe I could make longer if I contact the company, but for now, that's better than it was. So you can see though, generator power is running everything just fine. The dampers is opening as it has turned on the cooling system to suck some cold, fresh air into the generator. Anyways, it's had a good little time to warm up. I think I'm gonna go head into the house and turn the breaker back on. Now the power will transfer immediately once the breaker's turned on, and then after another 30 seconds, the generator will shut down. So hopefully this will be a nice, smooth transition. As an experiment though, to replicate unsteady power, say the power turns back on, and then 5 seconds after, it bumps off for a second. I'm gonna replicate that by turning the breaker on, and then in a few seconds turning it off, and then back on, so you can see the advantage of switching back to utility immediately while the generator is still running, ready for the power to get dumped back onto the generator should it be needed. I'm gonna replicate that. Okay, let's test the emergency lights that are in the house, which is just one under the patio shed, one underneath of there, and then there's an emergency light on the second floor. I actually do have some plans to put some more emergency lights in the house to have that a legit system, and then I'll maybe do that testing along with the house system. So I'll have like all of this testing out here in one video, and then the house will be its own video. But for now, I'll put the house in this video and we'll test those now and test the UPS in the house. We have one in this little shed right here. Makes a little bit of light. It's working. No, I only have two things. I just gotta do this one. I'll be out of here quick, don't worry. I know you guys hate me. Oh, I can't unplug it. It's stiff. Noisy thing. This thing doesn't sound right, but it still works. Still keeps all the internet and stuff going. Maybe it just needs a good smack. So I fixed lots of things. Oh, look at that. It's working good now. Told you that's all it needs. So like 90% of things can be fixed. And there you go. It's back on AC. Fans will run for a while. At least now it's quiet. What are you doing? Go on. Go down. Stick. Your big 2x4. Get your stick. Good girl. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You don't want to play right now? Ayla. Come here. Doesn't want to play on camera, apparently. Oh, it tripped on the hose. How about that? Alright, a couple UPSs in here, then I'll wrap this video up. I'm always good at dragging these on for a while. This UPS down here that I fixed up, this is a nice one. It's got a big screen and everything, but I don't have a use for it, so it's just gonna wait around, I guess, until I do. That's the old projector. Sorry, that was loud. So we can unplug this UPS. Looks like it's working. Keeping its equipment going. So yeah, that one works. All right. No complaints there. Got one UPS down here. Working good. Alrighty. We have one over here. This is the one that does my stereo and projector. Sorry about the mess. A lot of this is like audio that gets plugged into my computer once I'm doing something. Same with this HDMI. That's extra long. The fridge is not plugged into it. You can see this is the non side, which we have the fridge and the that might be the projector actually. Yeah, we should plug the projector into the protected side. That way if the powers goes out while I'm watching the projector, it won't get interrupted. Which, believe it or not, the power has gone out before when I've been watching. I was watching a show last year on it and the power went out. And it was actually just a bad voltage drop, but it was enough to kill the projector. So unplug it. You can hear that guy is switched on. And the stereo is still going. Projector still has power. So all the speakers are still going too. Not that I can get anything to demonstrate it. Anyway. Well. There you go. You get the idea. So that is all of the UPSs. Actually, I just lied to you guys. There's one more. I forgot about it. I've actually forgot. I don't know if it's probably been years since I tested this one. Can't believe I'm only thinking about this now. My freaking keys are clipped to me. There is a 12 volt UPS in here. Access control one. There is this UPS right here. I have this UPS right here. This is a 12 volt UPS to supply power to the access control to keep it going in a power failure. If you get the idea here, I'm not reliant on that generator. The generator is more of a convenience thing, which is good because I don't have the most legit generator setup ever. I do still run into problems with it not starting always, probably 1 in every 20 attempts. Every 1 in 20 startups, it has a problem and I have to manually go in. Actually, I had one real power outage when I was at school because I was sitting there in class at school and then all the lights went out at school. So I was like, oh crap, power's out. So I ditched the class because I would rather go see the power outage. And sure enough, school's generator was running. By the time I stepped out of the room, all the emergency lighting was on in the hallways, powered off the generator, etc. So I was like, okay, I'll go into my utility provider's website. And sure enough, it looked like my house was in, and then there came the email, which is lucky my school has a generator and a big UPS to keep data going because we don't have a cellular service at my school through the concrete building. You can't make phone calls a lot of the time and receive emails. Long story short, I was able to log in to my generator and from school hit start and the generator started. Anyways, I'm going to test this guy here. I don't feel like shutting off the circuit to it. So you can see it's disconnected. Wonder if you can hear it click or anything. No, you can't hear anything. Anyways, the UPS has lost power. Like if I unplug the battery to it. There you can see. It's dead. But if I power it back up, there you go. System is operational. It's the first time I've tested this UPS in a long time. I know it works because it's kept it going in power outages. If we really want to get real fancy, we could test the security system. See when it realizes that AC is lost. There you go. AC troubles. Guys, well, I think that's going to do it for this video. I don't want to drag this on any longer than I already have, so if you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also make sure to let me know what you guys want to see the system activated by in the next video of doing our monthly testing. Anyways, guys, if you do have any comments, questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section. And if you do enjoy my channel, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you are interested, I do have an Instagram account at Pickle700 for bonus content and content posted earlier than you'd see it on the YouTube channel. That sort of thing. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching.